Hey guys, welcome back! So, are you interested on knowing what driving games really left a huge mark on my gaming life? Let's take a look! Now, when related to PC gaming, man, I was a huge fan of Papyrus games, and NASCAR racing was one of those that I used to play a ton. I truly hate nowadays, I really hate, or I don't enjoy much playing on oval circuits. It's boring as hell, but back then we only had these games from Papyrus, true sims from Papyrus, NASCAR racing, and also IndyCar racing 1 and 2. This is the second one, I don't have the first one, but I used to play also a ton of the IndyCar series from Papyrus. Man, another game on oval circuits that I absolutely loved because of the feeling, a real feeling of driving a racing, an IndyCar vehicle, you know. This was true groundbreaking and the most faithful simulators that we had back in these days, man. Amazing stuff. And also from Papyrus, another one that really left a huge mark was Grand Prix Legends. Man, this was and is totally incredible, an incredible game. Driving simulator, one of the most faithful and difficult driving games ever made. Man, what a game. Another racing game, a funny racing game. I would laugh so hard that I would end up losing all the races, you know. Big Retro Racing. I don't know if you've played this one. This is a DOS exclusive, a PC exclusive game. Yeah. Released back in '95 on DOS, exclusively on DOS. It was also planned to be released, I believe, on the Saturn and on the Jaguar, I guess, if I'm not mistaken. Man, this is so hilarious. This game is freaking hilarious. And as I said, I would end up losing all the races when playing this freaking amazing, hilarious game. Now, in late 90s, there were a couple of motocross games, if you recall, exclusive games for the PC from the Madness series that included the Motocross games and the Midtown games. If you recall, Motocross Madness, the Motocross Madness series and the Midtown Madness series, these were, man, so addictive, these games. These were the games that I used to play, the first games that I used to play online, along with Revolt. Yeah, Revolt was another game, one of my first games that I've played online with my friends. But Motocross Madness, the Motocross Madness series is one of my favorite motocross games ever. Man, we had a chance to create our own tracks. This one, the second one, would include, I don't know if no, there was a track editor. I don't know if it was included in-game, I don't recall, but we had that tool to create our own tracks and share it, and share those with the world. And there's a ton of Motocross Madness tracks online to be downloaded and ready to be played, man. Amazing creations. And also Midtown Madness, I used to play a bit of the Midtown Madness series. There was also the Monster Truck Madness series, also published by Microsoft, that I used to play also, but I don't have a physical release of the Monster Truck Madness series. As I said, Revolt was another huge deal for me back in the day, and one of the first games that I've played online on the PC, oh yeah, and the Dreamcast version is also an amazing game, one of my favorites, but I don't own a physical copy of Revolt for the Dreamcast. Now another series that I played a ton and love to this day is the Network Q RAC Rally series, and these are probably the best three games. This includes, Network Q RAC Rally, Network Q RAC Rally Championship, the International Rally Championship, and the X Miles add-on for the Network Q RAC Rally Championship. Man, these were so damn enjoyable, these games from magnetic fields. I've always been a huge fan of rally games, so I simply had to have these games from the Network Q RAC Rally franchise. Yeah. Another series of racing games back from mid-90s was the Screamer franchise from Milestone, from the Italian developer Milestone, that is still around nowadays, making MXGP games and another motorcycle games, amazing games, Supercross games. The Screamer franchise. This is the injection pack that includes the very first Screamer, an upgrade to Screamer 2, and the Screamer Rally, the third game from the Screamer series. Yeah, I have also the big box of Screamer 2, an amazing game. Screamer Rally is my favorite. And later came that I just brought to the channel recently. I made the review of this one, Screamer 4x4. That wasn't developed by the same developer. Yeah, it wasn't developed by Milestone. This came from Clever's. Yeah, Clever's development. This is a really slow-paced racer, but it's a freaking awesome 4x4 simulation game. Yeah, check my review of Screamer 4x4, an amazing game. Another series that I truly loved back in the day. I kind of disliked the first game, but V-Rally 2 and V-Rally 3 are awesome games, amazing games indeed. And the latest installment that was brought by the makers of the WRC franchise, the recent WRC franchise, Kiloton Games, revived V-Rally 4. That was a complete waste of time. Yeah, again, they should have focused their efforts on making WRC 8 and not V-Rally 4. Yeah. Another series that started in early 90s was the Grand Prix series from Geoff Crammond. Do you recall this series of racing, of Formula 1 racing games? I don't have the first and the second one that I used to play a ton on my IBM PS1. But I have Grand Prix 3, there was a gift from Pedro Jerónimo, thank you again. Grand Prix 3, that is still sealed, and Grand Prix 4. These were, man, the best F1 games ever made, and at least this last one is still highly playable nowadays. Amazing games by Geoff Crammond, a legend on simulation games, on F1 simulation games.
Whoa, man.
Into 2 right. Square left.